If salted caramel is your favorite ice cream flavor, I think you're going to love this one. Instead of adding caramel at the end, we're making a real homemade salted caramel and blending it right into the ice cream base so that every bite is rich, creamy, and packed full of salted caramel flavor. Today I'm going to show you why I also add cream cheese to this recipe, and it's not to make cheesecake. Hi, I'm Maria, and I make real homemade ice cream with better ingredients. Let's make the star of this flavor, the caramel. In a saucepan over medium heat, melt half a cup of allulose until it develops a deep amber color. It will go through a few shades. I prefer mine a little bit more on the brown side. Stir occasionally as needed. Then turn the heat off and carefully, not like I just did, whisk in 2 tablespoons of butter until melted. Then whisk a third of a cup of warm heavy cream. The mixture will bubble. Lastly, half a teaspoon of sea salt and then half a teaspoon of vanilla extract or vanilla paste if you have it. Set aside to cool until no longer warm but still pourable. Let's make the base. I'm using my Ninja blender, especially when using ingredients like cream cheese, to ensure that we don't end up with like the little bits of cheese. The reason we're adding cream cheese is because it helps create a richer, creamier texture. At this amount, it blends right into the base, adding body and helping everything come together without relying on commercial stabilizers. And then you combine that with a little non-fat milk powder, and it gives the ice cream a smoother mouthfeel and helps reduce iciness, all while letting the caramel stay the star. The dairy we'll be using today is organic heavy cream and organic half and half. It is very important for the base to be very cold. So a pro tip that I like to use in my ice cream bases is to put these in the freezer for about 15 or 20 minutes prior to starting your base. This will keep it nice and cold, especially since we're working with a caramel sauce today. Even though I have cooled it down, which means that the temperature of the base is going to need to get really, really cold before we can churn it. This type of ice cream is actually called Philadelphia style, and unlike its cousin, I guess from Europe, the traditional way of making ice cream with eggs, which is a custard based, this is only dairy, which makes this type of ice cream so much easier and quicker to make. We'll be using 1 cup of heavy cream. And half is a product that we have here in the United States. So for our international audience, if you do not have half and half, simply use half cream and half milk. And we'll be using 2 cups. And 2 ounces of the softened cream cheese. 2 tablespoons of the non-fat milk powder. 2 teaspoons of vanilla paste or vanilla extract. We always add a pinch of sea salt and just a titch of espresso powder. This is to help deepen the caramel flavor. You don't want to add too much because we're not making coffee flavored ice cream, so this is just a little bit. This is 1/4 teaspoon. Let's blend this up first before we add the salted caramel to it. Oh, it smells so good. All right. Now we're going to add the salted caramel that we made earlier. In my previous version of this ice cream, I folded the caramel as ribbons into the ice cream base at the end of the churn. It was lovely, but this time I want salted caramel in every bite. Beautiful. It's one of my favorite flavors. Whenever we go to the gelato shop that we have nearby, 9 times out of 10, I ask for salted caramel. I'm such a creature of habit. Are any of you guys out there creatures of habits? Let me know in the comments what your favorite flavor is whenever you go to the ice cream shop, if you choose the same one. All right, let's give this a mix. Oh, it smells so good. It's always important to taste your base. At this point, we can still make adjustments if we need to adjust the sweetener, the vanilla, or maybe a little extra pop of salt. Oh yeah. This is amazing. At this point, we need to cool this base down quite a bit before we can churn it. Ideally, overnight, if you have time to let this sit overnight. Otherwise, in the refrigerator for several hours.
2 hours later.
Now we're ready to churn. I like using allulose as my sweetener. The reason being is that it lowers the freezing point of the ice cream, making it softer and more scoopable. It's also just as sweet as sugar if you use a 1-to-1 blend, and that is how I keep my ice creams also low sugar. If you're interested in learning how different sweeteners affect ice cream texture, I created a free downloadable guide. You can grab it using the QR code on the screen, and I will also link it in the description below. All right, I think we are ready. Oh my goodness, look at this. Ooh, I think we have a really good batch here. It doesn't matter how long I've been making ice cream, this never gets old. Let's give it a test. Oh my gosh. Wow. Salted caramel throughout. This is absolutely delightful, and I think you're gonna love it just as much. We have my favorite taste tester, Hubs.
The Hubs.
Yes, so this is a salted caramel with the caramel mixed in all throughout. So, you're like a little bird.
Well, there's only one way to do it.
Like a little bird. What do you think? Isn't that the best salted caramel?
That is.
Yeah.
That is because it's integrated.
Yeah.
With the ice cream. It is amazing.
So much better than anything you can get at the store. If you enjoy recipes like this, subscribe and follow along. We post new recipes every week. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Dude.
Busted on camera. This is what she does when she's off camera. Forgot to turn the camera off. Busted.
It's so good.
It's ridiculous.